What is going on YouTube? David Hammond, beautiful Mother Nature, and in today's tutorial we are speaking of 3 reasons why every photographer should have ND filters and polarizer filters, or circular polarizing filters, okay? So let's get straight to it. First, let's explain what ND filters are, as we're gonna give the tips with that first. ND filters, guys, stand for neutral density filter, and that is basically, you've all heard this analogy that they're like sunglasses, right? You smack it onto the lens, and what it does is it just like sunglasses. It's really bright out. When you put on sunglasses, things are a bit darker, so they're more even of an exposure, right? It's the exact same thing. Now, why do you want an ND filter? And now for photography's sake, there really is only one main reason, right? We're not talking about videography, we're talking about just for photography, and that is or are long exposures. You gotta keep your shutter open for a long time, right? If you think about it, keep your shutter open for 10 seconds. If the car starts here and then 10 seconds later is here, it's gonna capture the entire trail, right? Now to keep your exposure open or your shutter open for 10 seconds, most times that can be way too bright. So to slap on an ND filter, it darkens that image, and now that photo is exposed perfectly. It's a nice 10-second exposure getting that trail, but it's not too bright, right? Now let's move on to polarizer filters, or polarizing filters. Now with these guys, what I came up with for photography's sake, there really is 2 main reasons why you'd want a polarizing filter, a circular polarizing filter, okay? Now first let's explain what that is. Basically, it's kind of similar to ND filters, but polarizing filters, you slap it on the lens, and what it does is it just cuts out reflection or glare on really everything, okay? So let's get with the first reason on why you want this polarizing filter, right, for photography. And that, guys, is to cut out glare, okay? So maybe you are at a pool, or you're at a lake, or you're at an ocean, right? Maybe you're on vacation, wherever that is. Maybe you have your drone in the sky, or maybe you just have your camera and you want to cut through that glare, right? Because with water, from the sun, there's going to be glare, there's going to be a reflection. And the reason we want to cut through that is maybe there are like some sick seashells underneath that, or maybe there are fish underneath that, right? Really whatever, or maybe it's just the sand looks really white and beautiful, but we can't see that because the glare from the water, it's this reflection, we can't see through that. Putting that polarizing filter on is gonna cut through a lot of that glare. You can now see the seashells, the sand, the fish, whatever that means to you, right? Now, the second reason for using a polarizing filter for photography, that's going to be to increase really any object's natural color or vibrance, okay? So what I mean is, everything has a reflection from the sun. You hold the leaf, you look closely, there's going to be some sort of glare from the sun, right? By putting an ND on that, we're not trying to see through the leaf, right? It's not like water that we're trying to see through something, or like glass. But what that does, think about it, by cutting that reflection on that leaf, instead of it now being kind of a blown out, ugly color leaf because the sun's washing it out, you put that polarizer on, you can now see the leaf's true actual color, the true green of it. And that's why so many photographers for landscape, they put on polarizing filters, not because they're trying to see through water or something like that, but they want to increase the natural color and saturation in that picture. Because by cutting out the glare and things, everything is just going to show its true color. It's going to be much more punchy, more contrast, there's going to be more saturation, there's more color to it, right? That just looks very, very cool at times, right? But yeah, that's it. I've been using polarizers and ND filters for quite some time now. You don't need them all the time. I'm gonna finish it off on this. You don't need ND filters and polarizing filters, and if you're just getting started in photography, you do not need them. Like, it's not a prerequisite. But when you get to that level that you want to start getting a bit more maybe artistic or creative, or really just level up that photography in a sense, ND filters and polarizing filters can help you out, right? You're not gonna need them all the time, but those times that you do need them, you're gonna be so thankful you have them, okay? For the reasons I explained before. So, that is it, guys. I wanna thank you guys so much for watching. We had this light coming through, which I don't want. If you guys did dig it, give it a thumbs up. And if you guys are new here, my name's David. I do videos all on outdoor photography, videography, and my lifestyle, right? So that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Beautiful Mother Nature. I'll see you on the next one. Much love. Peace.